What up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review of Tyler Perry's Ruthless, Season 4, Episode 19. So if you haven't seen the 19th episode of Season 4 of Tyler Perry's Ruthless, turn this video off, go watch the episode, and come back and watch this video. And please, 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 what James Brown say, please, 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 like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'm almost at 100 subscribers, which isn't even breaking the mold for YouTube content creators. But it helps me a lot if you like the video and you subscribe to my channel. And hit the notification bell so you don't miss out when I post. And I'm not a public speaker, so I will tend to fumble my words. I will say and so and like 1,000 times. I will stop to regain my thoughts. I may slow my speaking down to regain my thoughts. I will be looking at my notes that I take throughout the show. And anything I say, it's my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. All right, got the disclaimers out the way. And comment below what you would grade this episode, what you thought of this week's episode. If I forgot anything or was off on anything particular, let me know in the comments. That's what I need you guys for those interactions, for those to let me know those moments that I might have missed because I was high. You never know. Like, just let me know in the comments. And just also let me know what you thought of the episode in its entirety and your grades. I like to see grades too, so I won't think, am I alone in grading this? You know? But all that good stuff, comment below. I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews because I be changing my mind. But I don't think I'm changing my mind on this week with this grade, but I'm going to give it a C+. This episode didn't really give nothing. I mean, just like last week's episode, which I feel last week's episode was a little better, but I feel like this week's episode was very mid. But it's just like another episode of them gearing us up for what's about to happen. Like, we know the government's coming soon, and everybody got this plan to try to get this money and get out of there. So it's just like, okay, we already know. So I'm going to have to say C+. I'm going to have to give this episode a C+. And this is your last chance. If you haven't seen Tyler Perry's Ruthless Season 4, Episode 19, turn this video off because I'm about to spoil the entire episode. Okay, so the episode begins where it ended off in the last week's episode, where Aaron enters the sheriff's station, and Sheriff and Mac looking like they're seeing a ghost. So Aaron immediately goes in, like, don't keep him away from me, says Mac. They thought he was talking about Sheriff at first. He was like, no, him, Mac. He says he the one, he killed Deputy Kate. So Mac, he tries to deny it. Desiree and Cal, they tell Mac, drop your weapon. Mac just out of nowhere, scary ass, shoots himself in the head. He's like, okay, goddamn. What Sheriff says this later in the cell with Aaron, but he's like, nigga shot himself like he's about to get convicted. I was like, all you got is Aaron's word. You done killed yourself. So then Aaron bombs out the sheriff. He says, I heard the sheriff on the phone telling Kate not to bring me here. Told her to bring me to some wooded area. And he also heard the sheriff telling Mac that someone from the camp was going to come back to pick Aaron up. Sheriff tries to grab his gun. Cal pulls his gun on Sheriff. Is like, don't even think about it. And they arrest Sheriff. Cal takes him away. So then Aaron, he gets super adamant about, my wife is still up there. We need to go get her out now. And Desiree tells him, like, you got to calm down. We can't go in there without this warrant that we waiting for. So now we at the compound, and the Highest and Daikon, they're in the Highest trailer. They're marveling at the safe. Daikon's looking around for the instructions, doesn't see them, brings one of the men in that went to get the safe. He asks him, where are the instructions? And the guy says, we brought the safe. We brought it as it was. We brought everything as it was. So the Highest says, it's fine, it's fine. Tells Daikon, go back to my bedroom. Get the Wi-Fi hotspot and look up how to look up the instructions. Then he tells Daikon, I want you to go check on our little friend, talking about Malcolm. Because I want to take him out to the next town so he can access his FBI database because I want to know everything that they have on us. So Daikon, he goes back there. He comes back. He says the hotspot's not back there. Then the Highest is like, oh, yes, it's in the finance trailer with Joan. He tells him go retrieve it. Also tells Daikon, send River to me. And I was like, damn, First, I was thinking, like, the highest seems the only one River when he's in an upset mood and he ain't got the magic. So I was just like, he don't even seem mad right now. And he want River. So I was like, So Daikon, he goes to Manny, tells Manny to go find River. He's like, I don't got time for that little ass minuscule task. I don't even like River. So he sends Manny, Daikon goes to send Manny to find River. So back outside the sheriff's station, Desiree's asking Aaron, like, did you see weapons while you were in the compound? She's basically asking him questions. Aaron's like, yes, they have a lot of guns. Desiree says, okay, well, we waiting for the strike team from DC, and we're gonna go in there with everything we got. And then she's like, I want you to tell me everything you know about this camp, basically. This damn dog been barking since I did my last review. Look, like I said, I'm not good with tech. I'm still learning. I'm trying to learn how to edit backing noises from my reviews, but I'm only a beginner. Anyway, so Daikon, he goes into the finance trailer. Jones starts to apologize for overreacting in the van. And Daikon's like, oh, I know it's okay. I just know that you love the highest so much. Then he asks Joan, where's the Wi-Fi hotspot? So then Joan tells Daikon, oh, it's locked inside this safe right here. Only the highest has the key in the combination. And I'm like, why would he send Daikon to get the damn shit if it was in a safe that he has locked away and only he knows that has the key? I was just like, what? So Joan's like, would you like me to go ask the highest? And Daikon says no, and then leaves the trailer, and Joan is in there freaking out like, oh shit, oh shit. So as Lewis as Lewis, the little guard, soldier, whatever, as he's walking past the punishment trailer, River yells out the window, let me out, Lewis. So Lewis opens the door. River tells Lewis that Malcolm got away, and Lewis is like, how? And River says, I don't know. I was walking past. He lies like shit. He said, I was walking past, and Malcolm got the jump on me, knocked me out, and took my clothes. Because mind you, River's only in a pair of drawers. So Lewis like, well, did Peter get away too? And River's like, yeah, we need to go tell the highest. So then Lewis is like, oh no, you don't want to do that. They'll beat you for that. That's what Lewis says to River. And River's like, no, they won't. We need to find them before yeah, he said we need to find them and kill them before they come back with the government. So Lewis tells River, like, calm down. They got to be around here somewhere. They couldn't have got past the guards. Tells River, just go find some clothes and don't say anything. This dog is blowing me. So then Lewis goes to Ruth and tells her the prisoners got away. And Ruth's like, I already know. I saw Malcolm leaving through the gate. Mind you, they don't say Malcolm's name, but I'm just saying Malcolm's name to shorten the sentence. But she says, yeah, I know. I saw Malcolm leave through the gate. It don't even matter because by the time he gets anywhere, we'll be gone. And I'm just like, that's risky thinking of Ruth. So Lewis is like, well, what about your daughter? So Ruth's like, well, I know where she is now. Well, kind of, because I just need the address. She says, I don't know the address by the night. So Lewis is like, well, what if the prisoners go to the government? And Ruth's like, well, we'll have the money by then. And even if they come in, she said, like, even if they come, we'll have the money by then. And you could take me with me. You could take me with you now as long as I get that address to where my daughter is. Then she asked Lewis, did you guys take care of the whole safe situation? And Lewis is like, yes. And then Lewis walks away. Joan then approaches Ruth. She's like, we have a problem. And she's like, well, Daikon wants the Wi-Fi hotspot to see all the names of the accounts of the money we've been taking or whatever. So Ruth's like, well, how is that a problem? So Joan's trying not to say so much without exposing herself. But she has to if she wants Ruth's help. So Ruth says, how is that a problem? And Jones like, well, I had to use one of my name for the account. I had to use my name for one of the accounts because I was running out of names to use. I'm just like, if you making up names, you can make up another name. Come on now. You really think somebody like Ruth is believing what you're saying right now? So then she says the highest and Daikon might assume that she's been stealing. And Ruth, of course, not stupid. She's like, were you? So Jones like, no, of course not. So Ruth's like, well, you have nothing to worry about then. Then she asks how much money are in the accounts. So she says the one with her name on it has about 1 million. So then Ruth's like, you bitch. I knew it. She says, like, I knew it. You was planning on taking the money that we was getting, and you had that separate account for your own little payday. So then Jones says to Ruth, I'll split it with you. And Ruth's like, oh, I knew I couldn't trust you. So then Jones says, oh, you better help me, or I told the highest that it was both of our idea. And Ruth is like, there she is. There's the bitch that I knew would come out. She said, I was waiting for this bitch to come out. She says to Jones, if you do that, I'll burn your ass. Jones says, well, he'll believe me. And Ruth says, no, he'll believe me. And then Jones says, not if he finds out that you aren't carrying his child. She says, Ruth is like, well, what do you want me to do? And Jones like, you better help me. Something, put it on him or something like that, she said. So then we get the scene where Cal, he puts the sheriff in the same cell with Andrew. So Andrew's like, well, what was that noise? And Cal's like, you don't know, a gunshot. He tells Andrew, you know, your boss, Mac, he killed himself because he got busted. So Andrew, he tries to ask more questions. Cal's like, oh, how about you ask the sheriff? Throws the sheriff in the cell and leaves. So Andrew, he asks sheriff, like, why did Mac shoot himself? So sheriff's like, I don't know. He got busted and felt like he's about to get convicted. That's the part I thought was funny as hell. So then Andrew asks sheriff, why are you in here with me? So then the sheriff tells Andrew that Aaron told them that he was in on it. So Andrew's like, oh, Aaron's out there? Oh, well, he can vouch for me because he saw me chained up in the camp with Brian and Malcolm. The sheriff's like, oh, they're not going to buy that shit. So Andrew starts talking shit. He's like, oh, I'm glad they caught your dirty ass because I always knew you was in on it. You was up there. They talked about you fucking those rockadoochie girls. And then sheriff's like, they talked about you too, taking it up the cornhole from your highest. So Andrew's like, man, this is lying, man. Sheriff's like, a picture is worth 1,000 words. And Andrew's like, oh, those pictures were fake. So then we can just see with River, he goes to Ruth. He tells her the prisoners got away. Ruth's like, I already knew that. So River's like, well, what are we going to do? So Ruth, she telling River, calm down. Tonight, the highest will be announcing that we're going to be moving to a hotel. So River's like, what? What if he's like, what if the police come before tonight? And Ruth's like, well, you know they won't because they have to get a warrant and all that type of stuff, and we'll be gone by then. I was like, she knows what she's talking about, though, because that's exactly what they waiting for is that warrant. So then River's like, well, what about your daughter? And it's when Ruth tells River, the hotel, that's where he's holding all the children. That's where my daughter is. So before River could even answer to that, Manny comes over. River, I've been looking for you. Tells him the highest wants to see him now. Like, go see him now. So in the highest trailer, the highest he's giving Daikon the key to the safe that has the Wi-Fi in it, and also hands him the key. He gives him the key and gives him the Wi-Fi code. And then he tells Daikon when he's done to go check on Malcolm. He says, if he's still alive after that magic I gave him, then I know I'm in the clear. So Daikon leaves and River comes in. And the highest is like, where have you been, River? And River's like, you're going to be angry, sir, but I was sleeping. And the highest is like, you know you aren't supposed to be doing that. There's a time to sleep. And I'm just like, damn, these niggas can't sleep when they want to. There ain't shit else to do in there for real. Especially for the men. If the women doing all the work. So in the highest, he shows River the pamphlet of the hotel. Tells River he wants it to be projected on the scene for his prophecy tonight. And then he sends River on his way. So I was like, oh, okay. I thought he was about to beat the hell out of River, you know, what he be doing to River and stuff. So then Daikon, he returns to the finance trailer. Joan's looking all nervous. And he asks Joan, like, is there anything that she wants to tell him? And then he asks Joan if she finds him attractive. And Joan's like, I do. I'm sorry. So Daikon's like, is that why you were so upset that I hurt your feelings because you were attracted to me? So Joan's like, yes. And Daikon's like, well, you know I belong to the highest and that we could never be. And Joan's like, well, maybe if you tell the highest that you like me. And Daikon's like, I don't see you like that. And I was like, oh, poor Joan, you thought you had one, bitch. Then he grabs the Wi-Fi and leaves, and Joan's in there freaking out. So then we get this scene where Ruth, she comes into the kitchen where Lacey, Zane, and Laura are preparing food, and she tells them we need to be on high alert because Aaron got away. And I'm just like, they already knew this because you told Laura last episode, and Laura went and told them. But then Laura all of a sudden asks, well, how do you know that? And I'm just like, why are you asking this now? Why didn't you ask that when she first said it, and when she first told you? She was the one that told you that Aaron got away. But now you wait till now to ask her how she knows? So Ruth's like, well, I heard the men talking about it. I know Aaron's going to send help. So Zane kind of like not believing Ruth, and Ruth's like, you don't believe me? So Zane's like, why were you, Joan, and River planning to leave and not tell me? So Ruth says, because she told River not to tell Zane or Lacey or whatever. She said she didn't want them to be upset. But she says that she promised that she wasn't going to leave without them. Yes, you were, bitch. You still planning to. Lacey and Zane have no knowledge of this plan. Now that I think about it, just like I said I think I asked this question in my last review. I don't even think Joan and River even know about Ruth's plans with George and Lewis, the soldiers. I don't even think they know about her plan with them. Ruth keeping everybody in the need to know of what they need to know with who they need to know. You know, I can see that. And she trying to make sure she got them allied too, just in case. You never know. That's what I'm seeing Ruth making her plays with. So she says that she told River not to tell them, and of course she wasn't gonna leave without them. And Lacey's like, well, how are we supposed to believe that? So Ruth's like, well, my daughter is here. You think I would leave without her? Again, she lies and tells them that her daughter is there instead of saying, because if they knew her daughter wasn't there, then it would be more believable that she would leave without them. So she's like, my daughter is here. You think I'd leave without you guys? She tells them, don't fall for the bullshit. She says, even Joan can't be trusted. And then Lacey's like, I've been trying to tell you that. So Ruth's like, oh, I never trusted Joan, especially after what I found out today. So Lacey's like, and what is that? And Ruth's like, Joan is trying to burn us all. Tells them to watch Joan and watch Ruth. Tells them that she got their back and they better have her back. She's like, we gotta cover for each other until the government comes in. So Lacey's like, well, what if they come in with guns? And Ruth's like, they won't do that because she's here, talking about Laura. And Laura's like, yes, my husband wouldn't let that happen. So then Ruth leaves out. Zane tells Lacey and Laura, I trust Ruth. Lacey's like, okay, I'm going to take your word for it. She come in there and say a couple of little encouraging words, and you just trust her all automatically. And you just went off on River. Like, come on, how y'all believe her so easily? So then Elder Mother comes in, and she sends Zane and Laura to other duties. I don't remember what she told them to do. Then she calls the Elder Mother in to come take to come take Lacey to get the chain back up. So then Bridget, she comes in, she's moving all slow in pain. And Elder Mother's like, what's wrong with you, girl? So then Bridget's like, I was beaten by Ruth. And Elder Mother's like, why? And mind you, Laura and Zane, they watching, they listening nearby. So Bridget's like, well, I will only tell the highest. So then Elder Mother, she slaps the shit out of Bridget. She's like, you better tell me, girl. So Bridget tells Elder Mother, Ruth beat me because I was upset that I saw her talking to another man, to one of the men. So Elder Mother's like, well, why would you be talking to one of the men? I mean, why would you be upset if she's talking to one of the men? So then Bridget says, because he likes me. And Elder Mother's like, who is that? And Bridget says, Lewis. And Elder Mother's like, well, what were they talking about? What were Ruth and Lewis talking about? Bridget says, oh, I don't know. I just saw them talking. And then Zane comes over and is like, Bridget is lying. I've been watching her. And Bridget is lying. So Bridget's like, I am not lying. So Zane's like, you willing to risk your tongue on it? And Bridget is like, yes. So then Zane turns to Elder Mother and is like, Elder Mother, may I cut out her tongue? I was like, what the fuck you think this is? I want to say, what you think this is? Hunger Games, but I ain't never watched Hunger Games. What you think this is? Handmaid's Tale? Goddamn. Elder Mother, may I cut out her tongue? So Elder Mother's like, no, because she needs to talk to the highest. So then Laura steps up and tries to back up Zane. It's like, Bridget is lying, Elder Mother. And Elder Mother asks Laura, like, how do you know this? And Laura's like, because I saw Bridget too, and she's jealous of Ruth because she wants to be the wife of the highest. So Elder Mother, she takes Bridget to see the highest. And then Laura, she goes to warn Ruth. Then we get the final scene with Daikon. He goes to the punishment trailer only to find it empty. He's like, where the fuck did they go? And that's how the episode ended. I still will give it a C+. I'm surprised Bridget didn't say too much. Because, I mean, if she said too much, she would have got herself in trouble. She kind of did. Because you basically just said you was jealous that she was talking to the guy that likes you. But that's all she said. And Ruth already explained to Elder Mother that she was talking to Lewis because Lewis was telling her that he had the runs from Elder Mother's cooking. So unless Bridget gets in front of the highest and tells him about the whole plan and whatnot, Ruth's still in the clear as far as I'm seeing. If she goes to the highest and just says that she got mad and Ruth beat her because she saw Ruth talking to Ruth can just retrack her story and say that he came to her because he had the runs from Elder Mother's cooking. Now, as far as Joan, I don't know what the fuck she thought going to Ruth. Like, you told her you betrayed her and you need her help all in the same sense. But at the same time, she knows a lot. So it's just like, she can just tell the highest. But she's still going to be going down herself. So it's just like, either way you fuck Joan. Surprisingly, River might be in the clear on this one right now. Nobody knows he went to that trailer except for Ruth. And after Ruth found out that Joan had that separate account, she asked River, if you had the money, were you really going to plan on leaving with Peter? And River's like, no, I want you to believe that. And Ruth's like, I believe you, but I don't believe you. So I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. But I feel like Bridget's going to go and tell the highest about the whole plan. And then when the plan starts to go down, they're going to think that they about to get away with some shit. But the highest going to already be hip and have other precautions in place. And then it ain't going to go down the way they think it's going to go down. But I also don't see them killing off Ruth. So I don't know how that's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. But we shall see. Those are my little thoughts or what have yous for episodes to come. Thanks for watching this review. And comment below what you thought of this week's episode. What you would grade this week's episode. If I forgot anything or was off on anything, let me know in the comments. Like this video and subscribe to my channel. Help me get to 100 subscribers. Help those interactions on my channel. It also helps your channel if you have a channel. It helps your algorithm, all that good stuff. It's anonymous. It's free. Why not just like? Why not just subscribe? And hit the notification bell so you don't miss out when I post. Again, thanks for watching this review, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.